discovering with no cares, life is so easy. Can I justify being lazy if I'm the skeleton of what I could be? I had enough of the world, always begging me, do this, do that, so I'm escaping. Fight or fight, is it right to run, or am I falling short of who I should become?
Hey everyone, it's sort of stream night. A couple nights late. I guess I should have set the game. I was distracted with my webcam. Celebration of Satinel's birthday. This is actually my first time launching the game, so hopefully it doesn't crash and burn.
I didn't want to come back. Why would I, after all that's happened, even in here? So, where is the journal?
Yeah, the description of this game made it sound like a mix between Life is Strange and What Remains of Edith Finch.
Don't need to go in there. That's the bathroom. California crisp white wines. I'll need a crate of those when I get out of here. Is that me? Oh my god, the hair. What was I thinking?
Which one is her? It's the one with the red hair? Or the one with the bangs? No entry unless you're a tourist from the future.
What, more than 100 again today? Glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. No, that's her parents' room. Look, Mr. Torres, I'm happy he finally got remarried. A honeymoon in the Bahamas. Wish I was there with them.
Is music a little loud for you guys?
Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
So this is the room as it was back then?
Sometimes it got so hot, this thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool. That night, I guess he must have seen us. I couldn't afford a car, and Marie didn't want one, so we rode our bikes everywhere. I thought I looked silly, and with those damn sparkly shoes, I probably did. Yeah, I was losing my glamour status at school right there. I loved skinny dipping, but Marie insisted on wearing this thing. Really, I mean, it was Mr. Jones's pool, after dark. No one would ever come close to the freak. And he wasn't there, just to be clear. But someone else was.
Dun dun dun.
She loved being a birthday girl. Mr.
Birthday
Torres would
girl.
take her shopping every year. Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be. Until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry.
So Redhead was our character.
Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt. Every Tuesday, the food trucks would roll in. Me and Marie never missed Jorge's tamales. When I was a kid, Jorge would put some aside. just in case my mom was too drunk to feed me again.
Ouch.
She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly
Yeah.
unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie, she got me a new deck and suggested I deal again. That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres. She once asked me, "Don't you ever dream, Kelsey?" And I said, I don't. I don't dream. I plan. What I didn't tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess with those plans.
And then the murder started.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't. He had money, you see? He bought me things. I was gonna wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the time, I didn't know where the money came from. There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took. I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
This game is supposed to be very much like Life of Strange, Heg. But that aspect of it wasn't the problem that I had with Life of Strange. I just thought the writing, at least what little part I've seen of it so far, wasn't all that great. But I'm willing to have my mind changed. I haven't given up on the game. Orange peels on the bed. That's gross.
Have you ever peeled an orange so juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun? The trees in Mr. Jones's garden had them. I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor.
So basically now she has orange juices on her bed too. We had a party today, celebrating 3 years of food rescue. Everyone was there. All those happy, familiar faces. Loved it. Kelsey came in. I never took her for one of the hungry. I don't think she knows my name, but everyone knows hers. She's gorgeous. It surprised me is all. I could see the shame in her eyes when she had to accept the bag of groceries from me. Still, I couldn't take my eyes off her. If this world allows someone like Kelsey Jackson to be hungry, it must be everywhere, so I'm gonna fight it with everything I've got. After that school article, people kept asking me why I did it, as if I were some kind of hero. So stupid. And I keep telling them that same story. Aren't they sick of it yet? Maybe I should publish a book, my life story, so they'll stop bugging me. Crazy people. Here for the last time. Last fall, I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, Our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food, and ran. I never realized some of my classmates were actually hungry, so I joined food rescue to help. There, the end. Everyone satisfied? Sparkly shoes, she wears them all the time. Last night the heels dug into my calf. That freaking hurt. Have you seen those heels? So I yanked them off her feet and I told her, not in the bed. She was amused. I can't think why. To be honest, I wish she was a size 9. I wish I was a size 9, but they look absolutely gorgeous, on Kelsey's feet at least. When I tried them on, I looked like the little girl trying on mommy shoes. I'm not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. Martin Luther King. Oops, I didn't mean to close it. Oh, we can look around.
I didn't like that she kept the stone. Why did she have to be reminded? I told her I was sorry, but she said it was for me, to remind me.
Would you throw a rock at her?
Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them, whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything.
I did forget to take the trash out. I'm just building a new world with these pizza boxes. Honest.
Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember.
Is that like the dancing baby? The Ooga Chaka, Ooga Chaka.
I wore those a lot. Not to protect my eyes, but to hide them. I didn't want anyone to know. Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went. Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house, not long after we met at Food Rescue. He was stabbed, almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while, stitches, concussion. She still had headaches, she said.
Sure.
Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Canada. Is that pointing to Spain or France? Is it France? That must be Spain. At London. Must be somewhere in Northern Europe. Venice.
I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boyfriend, free burgers from the kitchen he worked in, sparkly things he bought me. I thought if I took care of him, he'd take care of me, and we'd get out, just in case I didn't get that scholarship. I had no idea where the money came from.
What a creepy comment.
Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him.
So is Trevor the one doing the burglaries? Is he the one that stabbed the father and hit the girl with a bat? And it was her boyfriend the whole time?
Hated that thing. Chemistry holds no surprises. Love that.
Yeah, it's like Mel's doing homework all over again. Cat caught in a wormhole.
Ah, yes. The science project. Of all people, they chose to pair me with the girl from Food Rescue. Outrageous. But I got over it and chose to work my ass off. I had to if I wanted to get that scholarship.
Oh, Mel, tell us what this chemical is. 5 C's. We got 6 H's. 2 nitrogen, 2 oxygen. That's all I remember from my chemistry. It was a long time ago. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Trevor. What an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes. One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends stopped him. Ben, I think it was. He got a lot of shit for it later. She was my friend, and I had to tell her. So I came back here, throwing stones at the window, but she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again.
She's not bitter.
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
Anyone want to snap the QR code? Take your screenshot now.
La La Land. That movie. Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor. La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
This, the character we're playing doesn't seem like a very good person sometimes.
That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy, for her pizza and movie party. All right, I might have been a little jealous.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a joke that Belago was making. I didn't realize that was actually what it said.
Disgusting, but cheap. I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore. The vicious taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
Yeah, we looked at it before. I'll go check it again, though.
Damn, what's the password again? I need to find it. Damn, what's the password again? I need to find it. Damn, what's the password again? I need to find it.
Shadow person. Heck yeah, we want to look at cat gifts.
Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have died.
Hi, Marie. It grieves me to hear that this is how you feel, but I'm afraid there's not much I can do at this stage. I understand you are alarmed and feel unsafe, but Trevor has not broken any school laws, nor has he hurt anyone. I would like to invite you and Trevor into my office to see if we can start up a conversation between the two of you. Let me know when you are ready to talk. You know where to find me. Kind regards, Principal Phillips. Did Trevor kill Murray? Whoa.
One day, I just had to know. What's up with all the cats? She said she admired them, that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them. When Bumblebee went missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor. Marie, what were you thinking? You know that's illegal.
Whatever to poor Bumblebee. Sorry, Mel. Maybe the cat will show up at the end and save the day. I don't think I think they were all kind of blurred out and not clickable. I'll check again though.
Why does someone need to get hurt?
Oh, there's one
before
from
we
Trevor.
Step up and act. Oh no. Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
Well, that's kind of creepy. I wonder if you can do anything if you email this address. Torres113. All right, was this the thing that you're talking about, Shiara? On the doormat, it said the note.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
I didn't know. I plead ignorance. They put me on Kelsey's team. My heart races whenever I stop to think about it. I don't think she's all that pleased, though. I wonder whether she remembers me from food rescue. God, I hope not. I feel so connected to her. Is that weird? I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. I can't wait to start working on our science project. Did you get that? Our project. I feel like I'm going to explode from excitement. I guess she didn't think that Kelsey was a doofus. I screwed up, but I was worried. I'm still worried. And what else could I do? Kelsey hasn't been to the food rescue in a while, and I just wanted to make sure she wasn't hungry or something. So I offered her my sandwich. Why did I do that? Now we'll never be friends. Good one, Marie. Really, really well done. She looked at me like I was crazy and walked out. And now we're behind with the project, too. I hope we'll make the deadline. So now no science and no sandwich. And no cat. This is the worst game, Mel. You're right. Just stop. Why do you keep writing this shit? I know there isn't much news in Orange Grove, but it's been ages. Not literally, but you know. They're never going to find them. I wish everyone would just stop. Leave us alone so you can forget that whole god-awful night. Some think my dad was a hero for trying to stop them. Truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped and stabbed my dad, getting something snapped, and I would have punched him, scratched his eyes out. I swear, I think I could have killed him. But the other one got me before I even knew there were two. I never saw their faces, neither did my dad, so they never caught them. We're all just matter. That's what Kelsey keeps saying, and she's right. But matter is also life, and life is something we need to take care of. She likes to be out on a limb. She says she's got nothing to lose. Bam! She didn't even realize that what she was saying. Or maybe I'm too sensitive. Guess that'll show me to believe that we were friends. Guess I'm a shadow person after all. I think she's gonna break her neck by the way. See if I care. So, wow, look at this journal page. This is like Mel's journal page. We have chemistry, cats, and cupcakes. Try to ignore the fact that all of Kelsey's cute stuff is paid for with Trevor's money. He's such a creep. I don't get what she sees in him. She says I'm jealous, as if. The thing is, she needs him to get away from all of this, but she doesn't. She thinks she needs him to get away from all this, but she doesn't. She got away from her mom all on her own. Kelsey's the smartest, coolest, sweetest person you can imagine. She doesn't need anyone to get her out. She can do that all on her own. Too bad she doesn't believe in herself yet. Beep boop. Fuck, I'm so stupid. I finally got to see La La Land. They showed it on Classics Night at the theater. I went with Ben, loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was so happy to see her. I actually friggin' hugged her, and she pushed me away. Asked me what I thought I was doing, and that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show, and her stupid cheerleader friends. I feel out of place everywhere outside this room. She said she was sorry, I know, but fuck, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells, and that's not what a friendship should be like, right? I feel disconnected. She did not want to be my friend. She was embarrassed. Fuck. Okay, I've calmed down a bit. That La La Land, she was with Trevor, and he is such a fucking asshole. She's different when she's around him. Not that that makes it all right. But she did come straight over to tell me she was sorry. She knows she was wrong. Broke my window with that damn rock. She said if I'd answered the call of the pebbles, she wouldn't have thrown the rock. She's been here ever since. Doesn't have anywhere else to... She's been here ever since. Doesn't have anywhere else to go, really, except for Trevor. I'm glad she'd rather sleep here. Right now, as I write this, she's on the bed going over some notes from class. I like having her here, and Dad's okay with it. Oh, those sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Last night, the heels dug into my calf. We already read this one. We read that one. Kelsey's so angry at the world, like all the time. It's kind of annoying, but I get it. We all have a different story to tell. So as a friend, I did the only decent thing. I told her she could do anything she wanted. She just had to make it happen. Now wait for it. Not wait for it. Told her to deal again. Not drugs, the cards. Kelsey broke up with Trevor, finally. She can do so much better than that total loser. He assaulted her in the school hallway. Of course, no one saw it happen, but he literally tore the clothes from her body. Fuck. I promise not to swear, so there you go. She's done with him now. Things can only get better. I think he's crazy. He keeps calling me at the most impossible hours, just to yell at me. Calling me names, threatening me that if I don't let Kelsey go, he'll do this or that, as if I've got her tied up in here. I now unplug the phone when I go to sleep. Today was a good day. Only 5 emails from Trevor. Only 5. I hope he's finally getting it. She's not coming back. He really holds me responsible for it. I can handle that if it keeps him away from her. When I saw him in the hallway this morning, he slid his fingers across his throat again. If he wasn't such a scary-ass clown, I'd laugh, but he does scare me. I don't tell Kelsey these things. She shouldn't worry. There are good times that make me forget. All my troubles seem so far away. Hey, a minute, is that a song? Kelsey took me night swimming in Mr. Jones's pool. I was scared shitless the first time, but 2 beers and freshly picked oranges. Chill. Best nights ever. They're not listening. I've tried every authority at school. I even tried the cops, but they just patted my shoulder. Poor little girl, still traumatized. Bump on the head didn't do her any good. Fuck. Yes, I'm swearing now. A jar full of candy. What should I do? I wish I could tell Kelsey, but she'd go insane and get herself hurt. Or worse, she'd go back to him. Trevor is dangerous. I know it's him. There's nothing I can do, but they never believe me. I don't think I'll ever see Bumblebee again. That's sad. I can't sit and watch. I have to be fearless. I found this site where you can buy guns off anyone. Not that I mean to shoot anyone. It's just I don't know what to do anymore. It's for protection, you know. Isn't that what they say anyway? There was this guy who wanted to sell me this totally new 9mm. I'm meeting him out of town somewhere, but a little shady, I admit. But with Trevor looking around, I'll take my chances. There's been another home invasion just 2 blocks from here. They killed the woman this time, and the police think it's Trevor. Suppose it was him in our house. I can't wrap my head around it. It's too big, but Kelsey says it isn't true. That Trevor's a bastard, but would never commit such violent acts. Looking at that torn t-shirt, I think she might be in denial there. I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. We needed this. Beer, water, and oranges, like so many nights before Trevor. No, I'm not going to let him spoil my night at the pool with Kelsey. He who shall not be named shall not be named. Not today. Yeah, there's supposed to be a code for this suitcase. Did I miss the code in the journal somewhere? I know, I didn't see it. Should look again, I guess. Is it these circled numbers? 9, 5, 1. I thought there was more digits than that. Oh, wait, there's a 4 there. 3, 4, 9.
I need to find the key.
I'm missing a number. Let me look again.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number. Yay! Good work, Kelsey. Oh my God. The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it, so I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor, in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more.
He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration. No, that's not what happened. Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that. Hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and... What you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Marie that somehow got killed in the tussle or whatever.
Mom, where are you? Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar. In your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking like forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Of course I knew it was her. Who else? There was only one thing to do. Get to Marie. She wouldn't talk to me on the phone, so what else could I do? I drove all the way up there to Vancouver, freezing my ass off in that tin can of a car.
Justice for Bumblebee. I regret food rescue. I regret the science project. I regret it all. My father could have died because of me and my inability to pick real friends. Kelsey never was who she said she was. I never really knew her, it turned out. It's all been bullshit, and I am so stupid. I should have realized that at Lala night and walked away for good. Because someone died right in this room. I made him die. Pulled the trigger, made a bullet pierce his head, made blood soak the carpet, dragged through the cracks in the floor, will remain forever to bear witness to what I'm capable of. I can't stay here. Am I the same me? I don't know anymore. I have to fix this. Fix me. Away from her. I have to focus on the positives in my life and stop questioning myself. Why did she do it? Why did I do it? Did I deserve this? Am I an evil person? The killer? I shot him in the head for Christ's sakes. I should have gone for his leg. My dad calls them intrusive thoughts. I say they're the truth. I'm stronger than I look. I can do this. I will go up north to Uncle George, as Dad suggested. Nice and cool up there. I'll be able to think and finish high school. I'm leaving this journal here because I need a clean slate and fresh pages. I'm sorry. Dear Diary, maybe I'll send it for you someday, when all this is long over and I've dealt with being a murderer. Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. We already read that. I don't know. This guy's already tried to kill you once. And who knows what he did with your cat. You may have dodged a bullet there, no pun intended. Kind of a neat little game. It's kind of shorter than I thought it would be. I was thinking maybe 2 hours. Maybe we can switch over and stream something else. Yeah, exactly. I guess that's it. Justice for Bumblebee. The new cry. Nope, that was it. Excuse me. Because it's short, maybe you guys feel like doing some Elder Dragons or something? Maybe we can stream that. That way people who still want to watch, they can. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna stop and restart stream just so that game kind of exists in its own video.